Someone recently posted this comment on one of my updates, and I thought it needed to be highlighted. They say, my spouse works at a church school, and they're talking about the Mormon church here. So that means Brigham Young University, or BYU, BYU Idaho, BYU Hawaii, etc. And they just changed their login to route through their church account. The only reason I can see for them doing this is to more closely monitor tithes and attendance. As far as I know in the past, people who worked at Mormon church schools were given a special email address that they would use to log in. That would be like, if I had one, generally unquotable at byu.edu, right? Well, now, instead of them logging in with that email and their own password, they're logging in with their church membership account. That means the two accounts would then be linked, and theoretically, their employer could then see things like how often they attend church, how often they attend the temple, what their calling is, if they're a man, what level of the priesthood they are in, and of course, how much tithing they pay. And because they're their employer, they could then compare the amount of money that they make in their employment to the amount of tithing that they pay and see if they really are paying 10%. I'm going to go ahead and speculate that this comes straight from the new Commissioner of Education for Mormon church-run schools, Clark Gilbert. Mormon Stories did a deep dive about him in episode 1980, and they summed him up this way. Clark Gilbert, the Mormon Church's education commissioner, has enforced strict policies at BYU and other church-owned schools. BYU professors are under increased scrutiny, facing audits of their social media, job terminations for LGBTQ+ or feminist support, and even losing their positions if their spouse leaves the church. These policies have led to a mass exodus of scholars, declining university rankings, and rising concerns about suppression of academic freedom. I am guessing this comment is highlighting one more way that Clark Gilbert is exerting control over the employees at Mormon church-run schools.